Okay. Okay. Om Yogena Chittasya Patena Vacham Malam Sharirasya Cha Vaidyakena Yopakarotam Pravaram Muninam Patanjalim Pranjaliranatosmi Patanjalim Pranjaliranatosmi.
So now we will do from Samādhi Pāda, from 6 to 10. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. Om Pramāṇa-viparyaya-vikalpa-nidrā-smṛtayaḥ.
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 Pratyakṣānumānāgamāḥ pramaṇāni.
Pratyakṣānumānāgamāḥ pramaṇāni.
Pratyakṣānumānāgamāḥ pramaṇāni.
Pratyakṣānumānāgamāḥ pramaṇāni.
So there is an uvatmaniyam, so you make it sound very clearly. I know you did it, but make it very clearly. Pratyakṣānumānāgamāḥ pramaṇāni. So there is slight pause will be helpful. Pratyakṣānumānāgamāḥ pramaṇāni.
Pratyakṣānumānāgamāḥ pramaṇāni.
Pratyakṣānumānāgamāḥ pramaṇāni.
Viparyayo mithyājñānam atadrūpa-pratiṣṭham.
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 Saptajñānānupāti vastu shūnyo vikalpah.
Saptajñānānupāti vastu shūnyo vikalpah.
Saptajñānānupāti vastu shūnyo vikalpah.
Saptajñānānupāti vastu shūnyo vikalpah.
Abhāva pratyaya lambana vṛttirnidrā.
Abhāva pratyaya lambana vṛttirnidrā.
Abhāva pratyaya lambana vṛttirnidrā.
Abhāva pratyaya lambana vṛttirnidrā.
So, in short, I will try to describe each of those sutra, what it means. But before that, the Mangala Sloka. Mangala Sloka, Yogena Chittasya Padena Vācām Malam Sharirasya Cha Vaidyakena Yo Apakarotam Pravaram Muninam Patanjalim Pranjaliranatosmi. So yogena, by yoga, yogena chittasya, that means mind's purification. That's the goal of yoga. But Patanjali Maharshi just didn't do yoga, didn't just give you Yoga Sutra. He also gave us Padena Vacham. Padena, he also wrote Mahabhashyam for Vyakarana. Panini Maharshi's Atadhyayi, he took it and wrote a Bhashya. And it's called a Mahabhashya because he described it very much in detail. There's no doubts. So Patanjali also gave us the Vyakarana, description of the Vyakarana. The Sanskrit Vyakarana is very, very important. He gave us that. And yogena chittasya padena vacham malam sharirasya. That means the impurities of for the body. How did he do that? He apparently wrote the bhashyam for Ayurveda. Or give us a knowledge of the Ayurveda also. So he did all three. So yogena chittasya padena vacham malam sharirasya cha vaidyakena yaha yopakarota means yaha apakarota tam. There's three words there. Yopakarottam. That means yaha apakara, not apakarotam. Yo apakarot. Apakarot is a kriya. Apakarot, that means who removed. Yaha apakarot tam muni. And that muni, we are paying our respect to you. We bow down to you. That's why yopakarota. Yaha apakarota tam muninam patanchalim pranchalit anatosmi. I bow down to you. So sixth sutra says in Samādhi Pāda, Pramāṇa-viparyaya-vikalpa-nidrā-smṛtayaḥ. Pramāṇa, we know Pramāṇa. Pramāṇa, it's a Pramāṇa, it's a right medium of knowledge. This Pramāṇa, the correct knowledge. Here we should take the meaning as correct knowledge. Viparya. Viparya means incorrect knowledge. There is a Pramāṇa-viparyaya-vikalpa. Vikalpa is a mental thing, mind thing, delusion of the mind, imagination. Vikalpa. Smriti. Smriti is common word, so this memory. Vikalpa. Pramāṇa-viparyaya-vikalpa-nidrā-smṛtayaḥ. Nidra, we know where to sleep. So there are he is also describing about the knowledge, but what are the different kinds? I said there are right knowledge, there are misconception, misunderstanding, misconception, verbal delusion, sleep, and memory. So then he's going to first identifying the issue, then only we can solve the issue. So he's trying to identify, obviously, to do that. Then it says Pratyakṣānumānāgamāḥ prramāṇāni. There we have the two the Visarga pronunciation. So I have wrote our second book for children. It's called Little Heart and Great Wisdom. In the second volume, so we have included how to pronounce a Visarga, whether Visarga comes in between the lines, or at the end of the line, or sometimes between a word, one like a dukkham, that Visarga is inside. It's one word. That scenario also happened. So, but we attempted to describe how to pronounce that. But here, Pratyakṣānumānāgamāḥ. So this is right after the Visarga, there is a pa. There's a pa or bha. like a palam pa. Pa or that comes, then that is called upatmaniyam. And then you use your ostra to do sound, not the jihva, not the throat. It's come here, like a palam. Palam. You do that. Pratyakṣānumānāgamāḥ, gamāḥ, gamāḥ. Like a slight pause is okay. That way, it is very clearly. Sutras are not chanted fast. They're very slowly because each of those dirgha, hrisva, and all that is very clearly heard. Pratyakṣānumānāgamāḥ, Pratyakṣānumānāgamāḥ, pramāṇāni. That's what they do. And pratiksha, we know pratiksha means direct perception. Whatever we see with eyes, no, Vedanta is slightly different, but pratiksha means direct perception, directly seen. Pratiksha. Anumana, we know. Anumana is, we inference. We have seen this is like this because of that. But we haven't seen it, but we know it because we have experienced before. And based on that, this is what it is. So inference. Pratyaksha anumana agama. That's the testimony. Agama is there's a testimonies in our, could be in Vedas, it could be in Upanishads, it could be elsewhere. But there are some testimony there in agama. Pramāṇāni. So those are the source of right knowledge. So he's describing what is right knowledge. How do you describe right knowledge? Not because somebody said it, but what is the rule for the right knowledge? That's what I say. He considers pratiksha as one of the source of knowledge. Anumana is the second knowledge. Those are the two he agrees. There are 6 actually, but he takes only 2. Patanjali Maharishi takes only Pratyakṣa, Anumana, Pramāṇāni. But not really. But what happens is everything else is included in the Anumana. That's what it means. So not that he doesn't take others. Pratyakṣa, Anumana, Pratyaksha is of course Pratyaksha. In Vedanta, Pratyaksha is the awareness of your Atma, self-awareness, not the instruments awareness. Here, it's your eyes, your ears, the Pratyakṣa, the experience of indriyas. So Pratyaksha, Anumana, those are the 2 pramanam that he takes to establish a truth. Then what is the next? The next is Viparyayo mithyājñānam atadrūpa-pratiṣṭham. So Viparyaha is misconception. It's Viparyaha. Mithya, we know what mithya is. Especially Vedantis, Dvaidins very clearly what mithya is. Mithya is a false or mistaken. Mithya does not mean even in Vedanta very clearly, mithya does not mean so that is not there. This is it's just a mistaken one, mithya. Jnanam mithya, viparyayo mithya, viparyaha mithyājñānam atadrūpa-pratiṣṭham. Atat means and not on that. Atat, not on that. Rupa, form, pratisṭham, based on that. So misconception occurs when knowledge of something is not based upon the true form. So that's why he gave us already a rule for that. So pratiksha anumana should be you had to be able to prove that this knowledge is direct perception or prove an anumana. That's what it says here. So misconception occurs when knowledge of something is not based upon a true form. Then it says Shabda-jnana-anupati vastu-shunyo vikalpa. Shabda-jnana-anupati vastu-shunyaha vikalpa. Shabda-jnana-anupati vastu-shunyaha vikalpa. Shabda we know, so it's sound. Jnana is also, jnana is not like in Vedanta jnana. In Vedanta, jnana means only. They consider Vedanta, especially Advaita Vedanta, consider jnana is only an anatma jnana. So here it's not like that. So the same words, there you'll feel the difference in the meaning. Jnana is knowledge, but knowledge is not any knowledge. Knowledge based on a pramāṇa. That's why he gave us a pramāṇa already, based on a true facts. That's what he said. Jnana, anupati arises. Vastu. Yes, vastu is normal vastu in Matrabhasha. We always say vastu. It's the same thing. It's a subject. Vastu shunyaha, then without vikalpaha. Vikalpaha is a delusion. An image that arises on hearing mere words without a reality is a verbal delusion. So something that happens in our mind, but there is no basis, baseless. That's what he points that out. An image that arises on hearing a mere words. Somebody say a word, then something happens to our, but there is no proof for that. This is what the image is. There's no proof for that. Rama. Somebody says, so not we know Ramayana, so let's take another Shashi, let's say Shashi. Somebody says Shashi. Well, I know many Shashis, so all of a sudden it comes to our mind, a form of Shashi, which one? But the person was talking to Shashi about none of those. It's something different, someone totally different. So just because in our mind something came, some shape, some rupam came, that doesn't mean that has no basis. Now if you say, but the Shashi that I'm talking about is like the Shashi who lives in Missouri City. Oh, is he? And now you got a picture. That's all it works. So you have to explain, and you have to have a proof for it. Otherwise, it doesn't make it's just a delusion. Then it's abhava-pratyaya-lambana-vṛttis-nidrā. Abhava pratyaya-alambana. Pratyaya-alambana. Abhava-pratyaya-alambana vṛttis-nidrā. Abhava means that's not there. Something not there, we say abhava. It's the same word. Pratyaya is something that you join with something to give us some different meaning. Alambana is a support. Alambana, vṛtti, nidra. In nidra, what happens? There a mental modification happens. Mental changes happen, supported by, but it is not baseless. That's very clearly that even Vedanta also will learn that. It's not baseless. All dreams are not based on we see whatever we see. Oh, I don't know what I see. I have nothing to do with it. No, it's not like that. If it is based on a previous experience, now it is not shown the same experience. It is somehow perverted, somehow not same thing, but it has a basis of our previous experience. No, I have never seen it. But how do we know that? Thousands of millions of times have passed by us. So we lived with so many. So in any of those, it could be any of the lifetime that experience comes in the form of swapna, and then this everything, senses are not coordinated in because only mind is working. So we'll see something weird in a swapna. But he's pointing out it has a base what previous experience. So we'll continue from 11 to 16 tomorrow. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayah, sarve bhadrani paishyantu, ma kachita dukkha bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shri Guru Pyo Namaha. Hari Om.